Welcome to Bloom Through Cooking. Today we'll be making tuna spring rolls. You'll be needing mayonnaise, a can of tuna, rice paper, celery, bell pepper, salt and pepper, and onion salt. Let's start off by cutting the bell pepper. We're going to make it julienne style. So you see me here trimming the bell pepper. So you see that little chunk I have there. You want to hold on to it. You don't want to discard it. What I'm about to do is I'm about to get a bag from the freezer, which is my vegetable stock bag. Anytime you have any excess of seeds or any ends from your vegetables, you want to put it in the vegetable stock bag. And there you can put it back in your freezer. And voila, you have fresh stock to make at hand at all times. So I am here continuing to cut the bell pepper in pieces of slivers, and I'm showing you with my hand, which is a claw method with the knife, and how to cut the bell pepper. I know my knife skills are not the best knife skills, but this gives you a general idea of what to do. What I'm going to do is I have my little bell pepper storage here, so any bell pepper that you are not using or have left over, I'm going to put it in my little bell pepper storage container. It's a great way. It's plastic, it's very environmental friendly, and it's just great because you can always use the container. The container is always reusable. So I'm just locking that up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go get my vegetable stock bag that's in my freezer. As you see here, I'm discarding any of the ends that are not being used. And that little end, instead of trashing it, I'm putting it in my vegetable stock, and voila. The next step is you're going to put your tuna in a bowl, mixing bowl. We're going to add some veganese. In this case, I'm using veganese or mayonnaise or whatever you prefer. And I'm putting it inside tuna. I'm going to add some fresh ground pepper. If you do have ground pepper, it's always best to use fresh. I have some onion sea salt. I love this stuff. It's a great little seasoning. I usually get that from Trader Joe's. If you do have a Trader Joe's, I highly suggest it. And then I'm just going to mix it up, smash it really, really well with my spoon. I highly suggest I didn't have a hand, so I'm just really smashing it really well, making sure everything is well combined. And next I'm going to add more pepper because I just love pepper. And then I have here a little dash of sea salt. If you have kosher salt, you can use that as well. Sea salt or kosher salt will do just fine, and you're just gonna keep mixing it over and over until you get the consistency that you desire. So I'm adding more onion salt because I really enjoy this spice. It's good stuff, guys. Definitely highly recommend. And I'm just going to be stirring it up, making sure everything's well combined. Just everything, you want to make sure everything is tasting great and seasoned well. I'm doing here a little tasting check. You always want to make sure you're seasoning your food and check. For the fun part, we are going to get the rice pepper ready. I a pie bowl, which I highly recommend for this. You want to dip it in some warm water. You want to dip it for at least 30 seconds, the rice paper, making sure everything is saturated in the bowl with water. Want to be really rice paper gets really fast. It goes from being very thick, kind of texture to something super sticky. So you see me here making sure everything is being absorbed by the water. So again, you want to make sure it's really well dipped in that pie plate, which is highly recommended method. So I'm just making sure I don't miss anything here. So what I'm about to do is I'm about to take that and put it onto the cutting board. So you want to make sure you get all the excess water out because it's super sticky. I did rip my rice paper a little bit, and if that happens, that's okay. It's a learning process. I mean, it happens. Just be very careful. Next, we're going to assemble the spring roll. I have here some butter leaf lettuce, or you can use any type of lettuce or spinach, whatever leafy greens you have at hand. So I have that on top. So I have 2 pieces of lettuce. And then I'm putting there a little bit of the tuna salad. You can also make, if you don't eat tuna, you can put tofu as well. And I have there my little slivers of celery as well as bell pepper. So it on top of the tuna, and I'm gonna roll this out like if it was a burrito. Now, I'm sorry if this is not my best technique, as you can see, I'm having a little bit trouble folding it because it's so sticky. I haven't done this in a while, so please forgive my technique. Pretend like it's a burrito, and once again, be really careful. This stuff is super sticky, but yet it's very stretchy. So once you roll it like it's a burrito, you want to tuck it in and making sure it's nice and rolled up, and there you go. You have yourself a spring roll. And voila! And there you have it, guys. The tuna spring rolls with coleslaw on the side. Bon appetit!